morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is when you watch this video. I woke up Saturday morning with the weight of defeat on my shoulders, right? Sitting there thinking, or coming to the realization that America no longer exists. At least not the America we knew even 10 years ago, right? Things are going on right in front of our faces that are obviously un-American. All right, no question to it. It's just it's not American. And I'm wondering, asking myself, why is all this still going on? How is Biden still president? Blah, 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 right? Well, I got to thinking, then I got to reading, picked up my little Constitution of the United States, Declaration of Independence book. Like always, because when America fell on January 6th, regardless where you stand, because of all the hype about getting rid of Donald Trump, a lot of you rewrote history, didn't even realize it. And I've said more than once, I'm surprised more black people, women, or people of color in general aren't upset about what happened January 6th when they slammed the doors on every American, not just the Republicans, every American, or not just Trump supporters, I should say. Which, by the way, there was more people there that didn't do anything, but bottom line, there was more people there on January 6th than I've ever seen at anything Biden's ever done. And that should say enough. That and other than the fact that when I went to bed, Trump was winning in some states, the polls supposedly closed, right? Woke up and he had lost. Not blind or not stupid, paying very close attention to the polls. But back to January 6th and all this history lesson we're going to go through a little bit. All right, May 18th, 1896. Sorry. U.S. Supreme Court decides Plessy v. Ferguson, upholding separate but equal principles and thus allowing states' laws requiring segregation of the races. That's not the one I meant to read. February 3rd, 1870, ratification of the Fifth Amendment proposed February 26, 1869, forbidding discrimination and access to the polls on the basis of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. All right, so that was 1870. May 18th, 1896, U.S. Supreme Court decides Plessy v. Ferguson, upholding separate but equal principle and thus allowing state laws requiring segregation of the races. All right, that was May 18th, 1896. But February 3rd, 1870, they didn't have these in order. That's why I read them backwards. But anyways, ratification of the 15th Amendment proposed February 26, 1896, forbidding discrimination and access to the polls on the basis of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. All right, and that was 1870. Might as well say blacks were allowed to vote. All right. On August 18th, 1920, 50 years later, ratification of 19th Amendment proposed June 4th, 1919, forbidding discrimination and access to the polls on the basis of sex. So because the media had you guys so hyped up about getting rid of Trump, because he wasn't a politician or whatever reason. He's obviously not racist if you do your own research. But you guys undid things that started all the way back to 1870, finished up in 1920, so pat yourselves on the back. Proud of yourselves. Rewriting history and all. Just everything you guys done. Just threw it out the window. Over. This is the fun part. One person Because what? I mean, I want a legitimate reason. Not he's a racist, he's a this, he's a that. I want you to give me a presidential reason, something he did as a president, a law he passed or something like that that didn't help America. You might know something I don't know, because I didn't follow the whole presidency of Trump. And sorry, I did. I voted for him. Just didn't follow politics. I told you why I followed politics. And when I started, I wanted to argue about how much money to give people because they locked us down for 2 weeks. And then that text came up. Now's a tremendous time to restructure things to fit our vision. Because when you see all these things going on, I think it's important to remember that, because every time I see some kind of jackassery, ignorant BS going on, that's what I have to remember. But I kept on reading, right? Because we got to get rid of this man. Donald Trump didn't last 15 minutes. He already had first impeachment papers. He tried to impeach that man over a phone call. A phone call. Keep that in mind for a minute, especially with where I'm about to be going with everything. They made me some little notes, marked off book, All right. Make sure I got this right. Each house, this is going to the what they've called the Tennessee Three. I'm going to call it the not very smart people trying to push an agenda instead of worry about protecting children. More worried about pushing an agenda than protecting children. Let's put it that way. Anyway, so this is going to the Nashville thing and what they call the Tennessee Three. Each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3, expel a member. That's fun. So, enough about the Tennessee Three. Making Tennessee look bad. Section 4. The President, Vice President, and civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Treason's the one I want you to remember the most. So I'm going to go over here. Oh no. Didn't have writing on this one. That's very bad, guys. It's very bad. I'm sorry. So give me a second, and I'm going to try to figure this one out real quick. Oh, this must be it. So, but I think this is the part I was wanting to bring to everyone's attention. Anyways, treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them, or in, this is the fun part, adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same overt act or on confessions in open court. I'm going to read this one more time. Oh no! Let's read the whole thing this time. Just section 3. It's 2 paragraphs. All right. Treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same overt act or on confessions in open court. The Congress shall have power to declare the punishment of treason, but no Attainder of treason shall work corruption of blood or forfeiture except during the life of the person attainted. Whatever. So going back to this, treason war against the United States shall consist only of living war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. Antifa. Wasn't it Harris that got a GoFundMe account to bail out a bunch of Antifa and rioters and all that? Criminals, basically people breaking the law. Alright, so there's Harris. Gone. Biden too, because, well, he ain't done nothing to nobody. And you know, when you read the Constitution, you hear militia more than once throughout the Constitution. So, those of you who heard that Antifa's getting paid, they're getting paid by our government, they're probably the left's militia. I mean, that's obvious, right? So, right side, wake up. Get yours going. I'm sure there's people out there more than willing. Ooh, so, anyways, that's fun. So, Republicans in the houses, if you're having problems trying to figure out how to get rid of both of them, because now you got, well, Pelosi's gone, so you got the other guy in there, so that's got to be better. You can get rid of both the president and vice president of the United States if you just do your damn jobs. Quit waiting. I don't know what you're waiting around on, but Americans are getting sick and tired of it. You're not doing anything. Last couple of years, we keep hearing the same stuff. Vote to this, vote to that. Oh, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. You ain't doing a damn thing is what you're doing. You keep waiting. What are you waiting on? We've already fell. I mean, we can fall more. But the America 10 years ago did no longer exist. Section 4 right here. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republic form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion and non-application of the legislature or the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. Try this again. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republic form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion and non-application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. Open border, Antifa. Government is not doing their job. Get rid of the problem before the whole house gets voted out. Get a whole bunch of new blood in. If anybody's paying attention, we see you doing nothing. We saw you slam the doors on January 6th on every American. The senators and representatives before mentioned and the members of the several state legislatures and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath of affirmation to support this Constitution. Now, here's where we went wrong, everybody. Because if you're not leading with God in your mind and heart, then you're leading with someone else in your mind and heart. You ain't got to believe in them when they believe in you. Anyways, where was I? Shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution, but no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. But for some reason, you have people swear on the American Bible. The American Bible. The Holy Bible. Oh, that's fun. We failed ourselves from the very beginning. What's this last piece of information I got right here? Man, boom. Last one I do believe, you guys. Try to look at that time because, you know, the Rumbles likes it when you got about 9-minute video. So, luckily I went to reading and not showing videos. Things are happening. These videos are either YouTube banned one because it said somewhat copyright. I don't see how that happened unless I just put too much of it. Too long, maybe? Because I'm not doing things that other podcasters aren't doing, for the record. Now, people may not like what I have to say, but it's hard being me. Anyways, no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. I'm going to try that again, because, the left people in office, I believe it was Harris, was funding criminals, rioters, getting them right back out that were causing domestic violence, right? Now that Pelosi's got everybody just go, oh, we got rid of, and then if somehow got rid of Harris, then we'd have Pelosi. Got to open doors now. Start seeing some results, Republicans. Get to work on these impeachment papers. But I'm going to read that one part again down here. I'll read the beginning and then jump down to the bottom of it. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. For Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. So you've got the left. Let's look at everything the left has done. They staged January 6th. They got people in there to try to make a insurrection, what they're calling insurrection, happen. If that's an insurrection, then what happened in Nashville is an insurrection. The only difference, besides the type houses it was, is I don't think a window got broke. And of course, nobody got shot and killed. Ashley Babbitt, rest in peace. Anyways. Good to get educated. So Republicans, I don't see why you don't have any reason to get rid of, be able to impeach both Biden and Harris. Biden is compromised because of China and his son and the rest of his family that's been getting money from our adversaries. You, as a president, have applauded what happened in Nashville. You are normalizing and allowing violence. Vice President was, if I remember correctly, right, at the GoFundMe or whatever, help get these criminals out so they get right back on the streets and do it some more. As if I was getting waters and what else, bricks, I think, delivered in certain areas. I just feel like I heard Kamala was behind some of that. Could be wrong. So with all those being said and done, everybody that, the governors and mayors that allowed the cities to be burned down should be removed from office. Everybody pretty much on the left that is giving safety to one group of people, a fringe group, above all others. And I said, right now they're using the transgender community. For that, who are they using? The abortion community. For that, who are they using? The black community. For Yeah, black community. And then they try to put the Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Guatemalans and all that in there, Asians. Where was I going with all this? So yeah, there's plenty of reason to get rid of plenty of people in Congress, president and vice president. So Republicans, start doing your job before all these Americans learn that all these things they see been going on TV, there are people can get impeached for. People are fed up, getting real tired of waiting. Start doing your jobs. America ain't gonna make it. It's not even America anymore. Not with everything that's going on, and you're sitting on the sidelines allowing it to happen. So, people of America, write your senators, write your everybody. If you're on the left watching this, write your people. Hey, one guy out there reading, he's getting educated. He knows he can get rid of you if enough people catch on. Pen's mightier than the sword's what they say. So, I guess that'll do it for this video. Enjoy your day.
Thanks for watching.